Gryffindors think they're the best people on Earth. They're not. Hufflepuffs are. Much as I love the Harry Potter series, it's Gryffindor propaganda. If you watched my video on Harry Potter and why he's a low-key garbage person, you know I have a bit of an issue with Gryffindor. If you haven't watched it yet, you really should check it out because it's a masterpiece. And if you are in Gryffindor, well, you might want to rethink why you're in that house because some of you have a death wish. Not dying seems to be a personality trait amongst you Gryffindors. I know it says brave and bold, but some of you take it to a level that's just idiotic. I have an idea. Let's go sneak out into the middle of the night and fight trolls and nearly get eaten by giant spiders. Why? Because it's Tuesday, that's why. Gryffindor is essentially the frat boy house. You know, the house with the craziest parties, the most fun, the most popular, probably a lot of jocks. I know Slytherin is supposed to be the house that values fraternity. Look at Fred and George Weasley, frat boys. Gryffindor is fun, but if you spend too long there, you party way too hard, you get emotionally exhausted, and you wake up the next day with tons of marker on your face. Not speaking from experience, just knew someone. You may think you want to be in Gryffindor, but truthfully you just have main character syndrome and want an aesthetically pleasing common room. A lot of people on Reddit tend to make a lot of arguments regarding the fact that Harry Potter should be in Slytherin. That I say, no. Harry Potter is peak Gryffindor for the simple fact that he tends to waltz himself into several death traps every school year. His Slytherin traits exist for the simple fact that hiss hiss he can talk to snakes. Gryffindors, like Slytherins, don't care about the rules. Unlike Slytherins, get caught. Like, you know, these are the guys who are sneaking butterbeer into Hogwarts after a day at Hogsmeade and just drinking it all in one sitting. Whereas the Slytherins are doing the exact same thing, but they're reselling it at an inflated price. We break the rules, but we're smarter with them. Also don't get caught. I don't know how Gryffindors are always getting caught. When they do get caught, they never seem to get in trouble because of Gryffindor favoritism. Anything the Gryffindors do, if Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw were to do them, they'd lose points. If Slytherin were to do them, they'd be expelled. I think Slytherins have a tendency to break the same rules Gryffindor does, but they're smarter about it because they know they don't have the same favoritism. Weak times create strong men, if you will. Or women. Or however you identify. Gryffindors also, despite criticizing the Ministry of Magic, want to join the Ministry of Magic and change nothing they criticize the Ministry for. A lot of them want to be Aurors, which is essentially just a wizard cop. Not shocking at all. Because nothing says Gryffindor like breaking the rules to protect the rule. We thought our justice system was a mess. Gryffindors will use social justice to get attention. They will do that. Why is that Gryffindor standing on a table giving a speech? Well, that's because she decided house elf rights were her new personality trait. Well, I'm sure the house elves appreciate it. Nope. They kicked her out of the kitchen for being too obnoxious. You all know who I'm talking about. Gryffindors seem to have the most jocks or sportsy people, if you will. And I don't just mean people who play Quidditch. I mean people who take Quidditch way too seriously. As if Quidditch is their personality. You know how some people think that guns and veganism is a personality? It's kind of like that, but with broomsticks. Every house likes Quidditch, and every house has a Quidditch team. Now, Slytherin is known for being the competitive house, but it's a little different. Slytherin is competitive with everything, from school to sports to Dungeons and Dragons. Whereas Gryffindor only seems to show effort in one thing other than not dying, and that is Quidditch. Seriously, these people won't show up to potions lesson for about a week and a half, but they'll do everything in their power to make sure that their entire body is painted for Saturday morning. In fact, they always manage to find a way to skip every class to go do something dangerous. Fighting trolls, to fighting spiders, to fighting whomping willows. Always fighting something. Seriously, it's always something with their fists. It's ridiculous. They are loud. Literally and figuratively. Their presence makes me want to wear earmuffs. If you have herbology with Gryffindors, chances are the mandrakes might actually shut up because of how loud the Gryffindors are. You know, like when you make a smoothie, you put some strawberries in there, some kiwi, some blueberries, some mango. The moment you put a banana in there, it is a banana smoothie. The Gryffindors are bananas. In more ways than one. If you ask someone what house they're in, you always know when they're Gryffindor because they won't tell you. They'll yell it at you. Hey, what house? I'm in Gryffindor! I'm a Gryffindor! Oh, cool, I'm in Hufflepuff. Not in Gryffindor, I'm in Gryffindor. Did you know I'm in Gryffindor? I'm in Gryffindor. Cool. Why are you yelling? It is 3 a.m. We get it. You're in Gryffindor. Gryffindor has no chill. It lasted about 30 seconds in a meditation circle and couldn't handle it. If Gryffindors don't do something every 24 hours that puts their life at risk, they need to run around circles in their common room like a greyhound. Jake Paul is most likely a Gryffindor. most likely. Gryffindors have opinions about everything. They have opinions about their opinions. No, you cannot bring your pet kangaroo to Hogwarts. The letter clearly states a cat, owl, or toad. I don't care if those options are boring. No, you cannot go into the Forbidden Forest to retrieve your frisbee. Why would you dare someone to spank a centaur's butt? Why would you agree to a dare to spank a centaur's butt? Please stop playing target practice with the Whomping Willow. I don't care if the highest branch is 100 points. Gryffindor, not naming names or anything, accidentally set his dorm room on fire. That Gryffindor is now headmaster at Hogwarts. Oh joy. Gryffindors hate Slytherins, and not just the Death Eaters or the children of Death Eaters, but like quite literally all of Slytherin House. See that kid over there with the green robe and green tie minding his own business? Never spoke to him a day before in my life. I hate them. They'll claim to hate some Slytherin kid because their parents are somehow Death Eaters, and it turns out that kid's parents are just pharmacists or something. All of Gryffindor House has about 8 brain cells put together, and Hermione Granger has all of them. Most Gryffindors don't really care about classes or studying or anything that's not a near-death experience, and yet somehow they still pass all their classes. They probably just copy off Hermione Granger's homework, honestly. Why study for a charms exam when you can go into the Forbidden Forest 1,000 times and not die because you have a Quidditch game on Saturday? Stop doing that. Just stop doing stupid things. Do something safe. Play checkers or something. If you are a Gryffindor, no hard feelings. I just happen to think that you guys are, you're a bit of a mess. If you're not in Gryffindor, please comment down below your house, and I may just do a video roast of it. Anyway, guys, please comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Ashton Slytherin. I'll catch you next time. Hiss, hiss!